Welcome to my show. A guest here. Her name is Carol MacConnell. Mrs. Carol, how are you doing, ma?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. I love being here.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Carol, for the opportunity. Firstly, you are a professional working artist. You are also a painter. Can you please, ma, Mrs. Carol, discuss more about yourself and how you are doing currently now, ma?
I've been a professional painter for over 20 years. I have a degree in fine art. I worked in industry for a while, but I've had my own studio 20 plus years, and it's a 1,300 foot square foot studio in a building with 200 other artists. And I come 6 days a week. I work it like a job. I'm here about 8:30 to 5 every day. I love being here. The minute I walk in the door, I'm inspired, and it's a wonderful life.
Hmm. Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll. And firstly, I would like to go to the relationship you could have with interior designs, Mrs. Carroll. How do you personally typically establish relationship with interior designers, Mrs. Carroll?
There are so many ways to establish relationships with interior designers. I actually am working on a master class where I give 14 examples on how to build relationships. But one example would be to find them and follow them on Instagram and other social media outlets and comment, follow them, make comments, be present with them, and they will notice you over time as you continue to make comments and follow them.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll. And how do you personally to think, you know, will definitely be a way designers can make their work attractive. What do you think one can include in their portfolio to make it attractive to designers, Mrs. Carroll?
Well, you should seek out designers that work with your kind of artwork. If you're a traditional artist, you need to look for interior designers that do traditional work. I happen to be a large scale contemporary artist, so I look for interior designers that are working in major cities and are doing large projects of contemporary homes. But you should only put in your portfolio your best work. Don't put everything in there. They don't need to see the kitchen sink. They only need to see your best work, and less is more.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll. And um, in an artwork, most especially, the most important thing is quality. That quality must not have some kind of reduction because it probably also reduce the price points when it gets to a time. So how do you think one can ensure that these deadlines and even deliberative are met, this time that they've set for probably a client are met without compromising that quality that they've set, Mrs. Carroll?
Well, you should never set a deadline that you can't meet. Interior designers have hard deadlines, and you don't want to promise something you can't do. So you need to negotiate a reasonable time period to get the work done. And if it doesn't fit in your schedule or their schedule, maybe you decline this project and wait for another. Because the last thing you want to do is disappoint the designer. It is more important to meet their deadline than to get this job.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll. And lastly, Mrs. Carroll, I also want to go to the point of one-time collaboration with interior designer. How do you think one person can turn a one-time collaboration with interior designer into a long-term partnership, Mrs. Carroll?
Well, if you've done your homework and you know your designer and you've met all their deadlines, you're in really good shape to get more projects. But go above and beyond. when the artwork is finished, offer to hang it in the client's home. You can definitely build relationships by offering services that other artists might not think of. So if the painting is to be framed, you could offer to frame it. There's just many ways that you can take things off the plate of the interior designer and make yourself invaluable to them. So I would say, think above and beyond, and interior designers will remember how easy it was to work with you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll. And we will both agree that interior designing comes with creativity. Someone has to come, have this massive creativity within him or herself. I would like to ask Mrs. Carroll if you have anything you would like to also you feel like the audience needs to know when it comes to interior design, ma.
Any to offer artists more information on interior design? I am actually coming out with a master class that will show them how to work with interior designers at a professional level. And what's kind of cool about it is throughout the book, throughout the course, there are QR codes that take them to secrets and hints and, more information than the book has. So it's going to be pretty comprehensive. And on top of that, they will get a second booklet that will tell them how to do commissions for interior designers. So there's an art to it that I can teach them how. So
To be very, very lovely course, Mrs. Carroll. And lastly, Mrs. Carroll, there's a question and the money asks Mrs. Carroll. From the ancestors, from the forefathers, there are a lot of things that do exist during our ancestral time, a lot of great things that really exist during our ancestral time, but they are missing in our time today. If there is anyone or anything you would like to bring back to our time today, what do you think that thing will be, Mrs. Carroll?
Wow, that is an excellent question. Things from our forefathers. I just really think the work ethic that was that our forefathers had. They worked hard. They didn't let someone else do their work for them. They got up in the morning and they worked all day, and they weren't looking for people to give them a handout. And I think that kind of dedication to what you love and to your passion is missing in a lot of people today.
Completely agree, Mrs. Carroll. Every single person wants to make every single thing they do very easy, but life is always tough. We have to continue to do every single thing, even when it comes to designing. Designing comes with a lot of creativity, a lot of effort, and a lot of time must be put into it. I want to also sincerely thank you for this little opportunity and this time. It's a little episode, but these people are going to learn from a little bit from you and even probably learn from your masterclass. Thank you so much, Mrs. Carroll.
Thank you. It's just been a pleasure. It's so nice to meet you.
All right. So nice to meet you too, Mrs. Carroll. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.